Peonydust stepped down from High Ledge, approaching Maple Spot. "You're on dawn patrol." Her voice broke off. "Your sister failed. No doubt you will too." Maple Spot meowed before sliding away quietly. Peonydust flinched at the remark of her ginger rival, and Goosey did too. "In the morning, we'll look at the kitty pet place for more strays that want to join our clan," she meowed, her voice quivering as Goosey meowed back. "Good idea." "I'm gonna go to bed," she said, and slowly approached up into the warrior's den, finding a nest to sit in and curling it tightly, picking her flower down and then picking it back up again, as she decided it would be safer for it to be in her mouth than not. Knowing Maple Spot wasn't the most trustworthy cat, everything faded to black and then back to normal as Maple Spot stood above her. "What is it now?" Peonydust mumbled, stretching as she got up. She scanned the den, Sharp-Pelt and Goosey also sleeping. "I just wanted to inform you I found nothing on dawn patrol." Maple Spot meowed slyly, with a grimace, and Peonydust rolled her eyes. "Good," she meowed as she walked out of the warrior's den, racing to Orchard Star's den. Once she had gotten there, she watched him sleep for a second, not really wanting to disturb him, but after a couple of more seconds, he began stirring, getting up in a more comfortable position to lay in. "Yes, Peonydust?" he meowed. Peonydust looked at him for a second and began speaking. "I was just wondering. Well, what I'm trying to say is, I think the idea with going to the kitty pet and barn place, and the carrying place even, would be a good, beneficial idea for our clan, to find more members. So, me and Goosey are going to go check out the two-leg place soon, and probably the barn first, though, since it's closer. Do you think that's a good idea?" She perked her ear, and Orchard Star's usually serious expression turned into a welcoming one. He meowed. "I think that would be a great idea." "Now I know I chose you as deputy," he meowed, a little more quietly than how he was speaking before, as she noticed his eye bags growing darker. "Bring Goosey. I know you already said that." He meowed tiredly, and she meowed, "Got it," back. "Goosey, let's head," she meowed, seeing the Tom stretch, his short ears twitching as she approached inside the den. She glared at Maple Spot for a second before exiting the warrior's den, waiting at the entrance, then racing up. "Let's start at the barn," she meowed, and he responded, "Oh, right." She raced through the tall green grasses, looking around as sunlight shimmered in her peripheral. Everything in Shadow Clan territory was so beautiful. She was grateful to have a good clan like hers, only if the beast didn't ruin it. She thought for what she had said back to Orchard Star that day. Maybe check the carrying place? She really must have been disoriented to say that. She never wanted to go to the carrying place, knowing the beast was there. The beast. She caught scent of him, or them, or it, more on the Shadow Clan territory recently, ever since Rose Mist's death. Her ears flattened as she kept racing towards the barn, its bright red figure getting larger as she raced farther in rogue territory. Goosey followed, and she checked her head back and whispered, "Be wary." She crouched down when she got to the entrance, poking her head in the den, or the barn, too big to be a den. She didn't say anything for a while, and she poked her head in farther when she noticed a small cat. She crouched, Gooseshade also standing tensely. She was right. A cat was in the barn. A cat that could replenish her clan. "I smell someone," she whispered, trying not to act obvious as seeing the apprentice-sized cat. Gooshay nodded. "I smell someone too." Peonydust stalked around the odd-looking box, her tail twitching. Yes, this would be a accomplished mission, she thought, as the cat leaped out. "Who's there?" The she-cat meowed, and Peonydust collapsed onto the ground. "Gah! What?" Gooshay let out a shriek as well, spluttering out mumbles of, "Ah! Oh my God! God!" She looked at him with a chuckle, but then stopped. She couldn't seem to speak when she finally meowed. "Just a kind cat. I'm here, just a kind cat." Her words came out in blurts, and the she-cat's fur seemed to stop with this spiky behavior and smoothing. She could tell the she-cat was nervous. "Kind?" the rogue meowed, and Peonydust, now reassured at this cat's non-aggressive behavior, or for the most part, that, she wouldn't be attacked by it, she meowed, "Yes, we're here for a purpose, not to fight you." And Gooshay meowed, "Yeah, we're..." She looked back at him for a second. What would she do without him? He was so kind. She felt her cheeks blush a second, but then looked back at Holly. She was obviously getting less proper and let her posture slump. "Oh, what's the reason?" Holly meowed, obviously trusting the strangers, or her. "Oh yeah, the reason is..." Gooseshade flicked his tail at her. Peonydust can explain. "Well, not ThunderClan." She chuckled nervously as Holly's gaze burned on hers. "We were wondering if you would like to join ShadowClan." She thought of something quick, not exactly knowing what. "Well, we know you're a strong rogue, and we can tell that you're a strong rogue, so that's why I was wondering if you would ever want to join, because ShadowClan has also been losing members recently from, and..." Holly seemingly let out a purr and meowed, "Oh, really? I've been waiting moons for someone to ask me." Peonydust flinched. "Really?" she whispered, not believing the she-cat's words for a second, when Gooshay mumbled, "Well, that's just perfect then." And he smiled. "Yeah, barn's been really empty lately." Holly mumbled and looked around the barn. The only thing that made this noise was the chickens outside. "Everywhere seems to be like that," Peonydust meowed, a chill running through her bones, and she self-consciously fluffed up her fur, just like she would do on a leaf-bared day. I thought cats just moved," Holly mumbled, and Peonydust shrugged. "It's weird, honestly," Gooshay meowed behind her. I thought it was calm at first, but now it's just a little bit eerie. "Well, nice to meet you. I'm Peonydust. Gooshay can direct you back to ShadowClan camp, while I have to go check out the kitty bat place." She meowed, leaping up on the boulders and racing out, a sudden urgency to her, like the cats would disappear now if she didn't get to them quick enough. She raced past WindClan territory, knowing that they had been dead for moons now, as something had gotten to them too. She raced along the ridge and then off the bridge. Now she was in RiverClan territory, and she knew they were dead as well. Every clan was wiped out except ShadowClan. Maybe it was their mass population beforehand. Or not. When she finally had gotten there, she was quiet, knowing that someone could be here. She crouched down and approached the kitty pet place. Her tail twitched as she smelt when she suddenly saw a sleek gray cat with a thin tail. She said something, and she ignored him. Her. Hello, Peonydust whispered, her tail twitching as she watched the kitty pet back up in self-defense, or she didn't know. I'm Peonydust. The rosy-colored Molly got straight to the point. You don't smell like an inside cat. The gray kitty pet meowed. I'm a ShadowClan cat, that's why. Peonydust meowed, and the kitty pet spun farther back, and their fur arched defensively. A clan cat? Oh gosh, this wasn't even turn well. She looked at the two-leg place alertedly. She thought she heard a two-leg inside the nest, but there was nothing. Wasn't... The she-cat trailed off, and Peonydust narrowed her eyes at her. Did this kitty pet know? Or were they just a little stuttery cat? She could tell it was young. She thought for a moment. Was this cat gonna speak? She edged forward. A bit of her neck fur getting caught in her chain collar, and she clawed at it nervously. As the she-cat in front of her still looked wary and approached backwards. What's your name? Peonydust whispered. The she-cat flicked an ear, and Peonydust prayed that this would be a fierce kitty cat and not like all the lazy kitty pets. I'm Mouse. The sleek gray she-cat meowed, and Peonydust let out a sigh. Mouse. Nice name. At least it wasn't like Twinkie or something. Peonydust had met a kitty pet named Twinkie. Her sister Rose Mist had shown the Tom to her when they were apprentice, after daring her to go to the kitty pet house. That was when Rose Mist was alive, though, and now Peonydust flashed a glance back at Mouse. Want to join ShadowClan? She whispered, and the gray cat seemed to look around and then meow. What? More nervous flashes seeped into her body, and the she-cat meowed. You just gonna ask me like that? Mouse mumbled, and Peonydust flattened her ears a second, and meowed. Yeah, we kind of need cats, and quickly, so I just decided to get straight to the point. Peonydust suddenly realized her surroundings. Unnatural wall, unnaturally flat rock earth. Where was she? Was she really that desperate to come to the kitty pet place? Her thoughts got drawn back as Mouse meowed. I thought clan cats didn't really, bring new cats in. The gray cat shuffled forward cautiously, and Peonydust just wanted to get this over with. We need cats, she meowed again, walking forward as the other she-cat backed away again, leaping back. Oh, please, she thought. Just accept. Her mind buzzed as Mouse meowed. Say yes, Peonydust thought. Please say yes. We need more cats and... Her tail dragged as the timid kitty pet edged back into the grasses. Unnaturally short grasses. Stubbornness flooded in her and she meowed, finally her thoughts. Please say yes. She realized this was a kitty pet. Her home was the kitty pet nest, and I bet she has been here her whole life. But Peonydust didn't even care at this point. She wanted warriors, and she needed warriors. She was the deputy of ShadowClan now. She had responsibility. Suddenly, the gray she-cat, apprentice-sized she-cat at that, meowed, yes, I'll join ShadowClan. Rain poured down, and her ears flattened. But she did let out a sigh of relief after a second more of complaining about the rain. Come with me, Mouse. I'll show you ShadowClan. Our leader, Orchid Star, is great, and we have kind warriors like... Don't say Maple Spot. That was in the back of her mind when she meowed, Gooseshade. We have kind warriors like a Tom named Gooseshade. Okay, Mouse meowed timidly, and Peonydust thought, as she raced back, this could make a good addition to the... She trotted back into camp after that odd, weird, slow, and stuttery conversation that was incredibly embarrassing and awkward. She wanted to show Orchid Star the new member. Hopefully, she stayed around that long, though, as this kitty pet was still quite thin for some reason. She walked in and heard Holly meowing, "Ah, I see," to Orchid Star. She listened as Gooseshade meowed to Maple Spot. I think Holly's a great addition. This is our new member, Mouse. She meowed as she looked back at the kitty pet. She was nervous. Orchid Star strode up and mumbled, Oh, nice to meet you, Mouse. A smile crossed his mottled face as Mouse nervously mewed back, Hey. Another member, how nice. Gooseshade said exclaimed enthusiastically, while Sharpelt meowed, Hello, everyone. She heard Maple meow some sort of curse as Peonydust looked to Mouse. So, Mouse, do you know how to hunt or fight? Peonydust questioned the gray she-cat. The collar seemed to glimmer in the rain as it dripped water. That would definitely be a dead giveaway to any mice or other things, she thought, but didn't seem to dwell on it, as that would almost be hypocritical. She had a chain collar, too. Rose Mist gave that to her. I can hunt, meowed cautiously, glancing an eye at Orchid Star, who meowed, Mouse, what a peculiar name, isn't it? She glared back at Maple Spot as she hissed quietly. Come on, Maple Spot, be nice for 2 seconds, Peonydust thought, but didn't speak her mind. As she watched Sharpelt meow to Orchid Star. Orchid Star. Yes, Sharpelt? Orchid Star meowed as she got bored of the conversation and looked to Maple Spot. Silence! She snarled after Maple Spot had meowed a couple more hisses at Mouse. She looked to Gooseshade and meowed, I bet that's not true. And he was looking at her amazed. Wait. No, it wasn't amazed. She just couldn't tell the emotions on the Cat Tom anymore. It's been minutes since they've last talked alone. He was just amused. I suppose so at the next meeting. That was the last thing that she caught at Orchid Star's conversation with Sharpelt. When more rain pooled down from the sky, she looked at Holly, who hadn't been talking for a while, but then stopped. This was her clan now, and she had rose mists present in their territory still in Star Clan. She thought for a moment, looking at Gooseshade and her clanmates, she was being a good deputy. I can show you to the warrior's den, Mouse. Then maybe Orchard Star can give you your clan name, Peonydust mumbled quietly. As she watched Orchard Star meow, Now, Mouse, are you willing to risk your life for your peers and sit inside this clan for the rest of your life? To risk your own? Her thoughts and eyes seemed to shut as she blinked as everything faded to black.